Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Critical Role, where a bunch of us nerdy-ass voice actors sit around and play Dungeons & Dragons. Shit, I did it again. Wrong show, guys. Wrong show. I'm sorry. Welcome to Jaygeons and Dragclarks. I'm the DM, Corey Lesniak, of the Rise of Tiamat series. With me this week is Mike, Scott, Jay, and Dan. 2 weeks ago, when we played last, the party continued through the back half of the Tomb of Daedarius, which is just lousy with snake people, across a very slick, mossy bridge that Toni managed to just barely not fall off of. However, Cassius did fall off of the bridge. There was a fight. Crispin just up and left the tomb. You guys have not seen him since that battle. After you guys finished polishing off the lizard folk and the UNT who were on the bridge, you went into down the next staircase where you came to a sort of a fork in the road. Down one way, there was a long hallway with many corridors and doors leading off of it, as information was relayed to you by Toni. Leovan happened to notice that hallway did appear to be writhing and slithering like a serpent, just sort of like undulating back and forth. When you guys decided not to go down the creepy snake hallway, you went into the next room, which was up a staircase. In this room, there was, let's see here. The walls of the chamber featured statue shrines to the UNT deities of Mershok and Seth, as Haggard was able to figure out. The other two walls had statues of UNT high priests carved into them, with suits of plate armor arranged as offerings at their feet. As you guys walked into the room, snakes began to slither out of the holes in the statues in the corner of the room, and filled the suits of armor, which then attacked the party. During the fight, Leovan learned that he is in fact immune to poison, and Toni learned that he is not, as he fell unconscious and was exempt from saving throws due to the cursed ring that he wears. And that's where we left off last week, was the party trying to figure out if there was anything they could do / wanted to do to try to help Toni, or if they're just going to wait it out until he wakes up.
Hey, I got a quick question. Do I still have the Rite of the Storm on my rapier?
Yes, you have it on your rapier and your crossbow.
All right. If that's the case, I'm going to take the electric charge from my rapier and put it right over his chest and try to AED him.
Okay. This would typically constitute as an attack in order to impart the Rite of the Storm onto his corpse-adjacent body, which would in turn cause him to fail death saving throws. However, he cannot fail death saving throws, so there's no change. His body does jump a little bit, though.
Damn. I tried again.
Same thing.
This time with higher voltage. Before I do it the second time, I tail Leovan to clear. Well, I'm all out of ideas.
Well, we still have the one idea of actually physically trying to remove the ring from him, but I'm going to wait till he becomes conscious again, because I want to have a conversation with him about that.
All right. I've got no ideas.
Why don't we cut his finger off?
Well, I don't know that it would have to actually be that severe, although last time I do believe Toni expressed no issue with that. However, I would like to recheck with him before that happens.
Plus, we're already down 5 fingers as it is.
Right.
Hagrid, go ahead and make a religion check for me.
That is a dirty 20.
Okay, so for a fact in your travels, for a fact in your travels that there are in fact clerics in many places who are good at removing curses from things. So that is also a avenue that you could pursue.
10-4.
All right, so what do you guys want to do? The room is no longer full of poisonous snakes. The only option outside of going back down the stairs you came up is this doorway in the wall to the, I guess it'd be like a northwestern wall since they're all angly and crap.
Well, Mr. Pobar could certainly use with the long rest if possible. I have all my hit points, but I have very few spell slots and no ring charges left.
Yeah.
So I could benefit from that as well. But I believe last time we talked, there might have been an issue with trying to do it here.
Well, if you need someone just to take watch the entire time,
So
I'll forego the rest. Let you guys do it, and I'll just constantly spy on everything, making sure that no one gets the drop on us.
So we've got only 2 entrances to cover. Why were we not sure about this room?
Poisonous snakes is my guess.
It seemed like it was too readily accessible. Even though there were 2 entrances, it seemed like a busy area.
Do you guys want to take a look in the next room to see if that's got a better place to stop? Or do we really need that rest now?
Well, I mean, we could easily carry Toni around. I could put him in a pocket or sling him over my shoulder.
Given Tony's size and your size, Haggard, you could easily carry Toni around with little penalty to yourself, if any.
Right.
Also, you may remember last time you guys asked about the long rest, and one of you, I don't remember who, maybe it might have been Hagrid, succeeded in an intelligence check. You guys are in their home territory, the UNT. It's pitch black down here except for whatever lights you carry, and all of them can see no problem. You guys need light, which draws attention to yourselves. You also have no idea the layout of this place or how many UNT are here and how alerted to your presence they are.
Okay.
I mean, I have dark vision,
I do too.
so at least they won't be able to just sit there, get right behind me, and I'll be like, "Hey, Leif, is that you?" And then boom, knife right in my back. They'll be able to get close, but
Right. Like, I've got dark vision also. I only have to sleep for 4 hours.
yeah.
And I have this spell called Snare that I could put by an entrance that would trigger if anybody walks by it.
Okay.
I suppose it's worth a try.
I mean, it comes down to, do we want to go around with one arm tied behind our back and cut off 5 rooms earlier, or?
Because, I mean, to me, basically, we would be trying to hunt for a safe room to stop.
Yeah. And to be honest, there's 2 entrances here. We can sit there, put defenses on the first one, and watch the second. I think it's our best bet.
I can also burn a spell slot on that what is it? Wall of Stone to try to protect us a little bit. Because if we're going to take a long rest, I'm going to get that back anyway.
Yeah, I do think we need to get Mr. Polar back. That would be beneficial.
Yeah. I mean, just creating a defensible point probably makes it easy for us. Can you break down that wall of stone, or does it go away after a certain amount of time?
I mean, it could be broken down.
I mean,
it's like a 6-inch thick stone wall, so we could just kind of get in the corner and build a wall around ourselves.
yeah. Then comes the hard part of breaking it down. But I guess with
it'll go away after. It doesn't last that long. Never mind.
okay.
It only lasts 10 minutes.
Mm.
I still got that snare though.
Yeah. So snare the hallway, and we'll watch the door, because at least the door will make sound when it opens.
And I think we should probably try and hunker down over in this back corner here.
Yeah, I agree. Oh my God, guys, do I have to check the third box here?
Um,
All right, so that's what you guys want to do. You want to hunker down for a long rest.
I'll do the watch the entire time. I'm foregoing the long rest to keep reconstruction up.
Okay.
I like to attempt it anyway.
I'm just gonna sleep the 4 hours, and then watch.
Okay, so you're gonna help Cassius out with the last 4 hours.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I'm going to.
And then with reconstruction, I should get my missing hit points back to 79. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Put my snare right there.
There we go.
And then
Okie
in the
dokie.
corner. I should probably put that light out. Someone want to drag Toni over here?
So you guys are sleeping lights out.
That was my plan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okie dokie. All right. So, you guys kill the lights. Hagrid, you really have no choice at that time but to sleep, since you can't see. Cassius, what is the range on your dark vision?
So I can use my mutagen of Night Eye, and that
Uh-huh.
will give me 60 feet in any direction.
Okie dokie.
30 for Night Eye, and then another 30 on top of that for my Blood Hunter ability.
Sure. There it is. I did not right click. And then I just got to look at one more thing, and we'll jump into that.
Hey guys, I think we're gonna die.
Well, we may not die, but I don't think we're going to get much rest.
Snakes. It had to be snakes.
Why did it have to be snakes?
Okay. Cassius, why don't you go ahead and make a perception check for me?
Candewsville. What do I add to that? That is a 21.
A 21?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you, about 3 hours into your watch,
Mm-hmm.
You notice, and you don't hear anything, but you do notice in the staircase, you see a few of the Yuan-Ti just sort of moving slowly at the top of the stairs. And they just kind of work their way along the wall like that. So where you notice them is about where they are right now.
How did they know to look?
Did I notice anything, any mishap with the snare trap?
Oh, I forgot about the snare trap, actually. So how does that work, Laven?
It's there's like a rope there that's nearly invisible.
Okay.
Requires a successful intelligence check to be noticed.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see if they notice that then. Intelligence check, you said?
Yes.
And what's the DC?
17.
17. Okay. All right. So they both actually fail on that check. So let me move them back.
So then the first one would trigger it.
Yeah, and they need to make a saving throw. That's a dexterity saving throw.
Correct. Which is also 17.
That's probably not good. No. Okay, yep. So then as they walk into the room, does it make a sound?
I mean, not really. He's magically hoisted up, hanging upside down 3 feet above the ground.
Yeah. So
It doesn't say anything about making a sound.
I mean, whatever sound Wanties
Whatever sound a
make.
rope would make when it pulls you up, I guess.
And the snake that magically says, "Oh, bollocks."
So Cassius, you hear sort of the creaking of rope, and some what languages do you speak? You speak Common and Draconic, correct? Anything else?
I speak Common, Draconic, Infernal, and Primordial.
Okay. So you hear something that sounds familiar, but it's not a language that you understand. And you hear like quick whispers between two creatures.
Is any of the words, "Oh, bother"?
No. You wouldn't know anyway.
I had that intonation, though.
Yeah. First off, I don't know Italian, but I know enough Spanish where I can figure it out given enough time.
I'm just not sure how different Primordial or what was the other one?
Italian.
Infernal.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much commonality there is between Infernal and Abyssal.
Not a lot.
Which is why I said it sounds sort of familiar, but you don't understand it.
Yeah, it's kind of like when I went to Spain and then Barcelona was like, "Oh, but we don't speak Spanish here."
Right. Exactly.
Or Portuguese and Spanish.
Or Spanish and other Spaniards. Damn. All right. To not force the groundskeeper Willie quote, I'll sit there and I'll tap Hagrid awake, and give him my finger over my mouth and let him know to be quiet. But he can't see me because it's pitch black.
So Hagrid, you feel a tapping, but you open your eyes, and for a moment you panic, thinking maybe you've gone blind. But then you remember that the room is actually pitch black.
Oh, come on. He doesn't have Tony's intelligence level.
For
Look,
a moment.
If you open your eyes and you see absolutely nothing, I don't care what your intelligence is. For a minute, there's that sort of
There's definitely
primordial. There's that primal, like, oh my God, are my eyes open? Can I see?
Quick, Hagrid, did you get a lot better at piano? No. All right. And then, what am I seeing? How's the other one reacting to the snare trap?
He's working on trying to figure out a way to cut him down, which is really working because it's not. It's a magic trap.
Yeah, it would require an intelligence check. I don't know if you got there yet, but
no, not yet.
Yeah.
I turn into the direction of the tap on my person and I whisper, "What's going on?"
So, 2 Wanties are fallen for Leovin's snare trap. One's upside down and about 3 feet in the air, and the other one's trying to figure out how to cut him down. And I kind of want to see where this goes.
I would think regardless, they know we're here, though.
I mean, yeah, that's probably true. Ah, damn it. All right, I'll go wake up Levin.
At this point, Cassius, you hear in Draconic this time, you hear them say, basically, like, shit, they're awake. and then they say initiate the plan, and you hear as you see a little bit of motion near the doorway on this wall.
Boys, it's time to wake up. Ah!
And this was 3 hours in?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Does anyone have a light spell that they can cast, or do I need to light a torch?
How much light?
Yeah, I need to
is my
roll initiative.
Yeah. How much light is my rapier projecting right now?
It would be a like faint blue glow.
All right, so I'm at an EDM concert. Let's go.
Not even that light.
Ooh, thank God I got the natural one on initiative.
I am alert.
I spent my entire time just like until my turn. I'm just like, apparently.
Okay.
Guys, I've got like 2 spell slots left, so.
Oh, Mister, I've got 2 spell slots. Some of us non-magical fucks over here just have to attack things with one arm.
You did that to yourself.
Yeah.
Some of us are just passed out.
I kind of forgot you were on the call.
And I'm doing my job perfectly right now.
That's right.
That's acting.
Okay. Wow, Cassius, you rolled really, really poorly. All right, Leovan, you are up first.
It's almost like I couldn't roll any worse.
Okay. I'm gonna try something, and I'm gonna cast Wall of Stone.
Okay.
And build it around the door. So, what would it be? Because it's 20 feet. I'm having trouble understanding how long this can be.
Okay, hang on, let me look it up here. 6 inches thick and composed of 10 10-foot by 10-foot panels. They must all connect.
So it could be up to 100 feet long. Should one do such a thing?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm not going to make it that big. I just want to cover the door and then maybe like fold it back.
What do you mean by fold it back?
Just
Can I-
layer the wall so.
Can I
it's
sort of like
Oh,
flip
like
it around?
So
it's
instead
like
of
maze?
instead of doing like what it says where you can do like 10 by 20-foot panels that are only 3 inches thick, you would like to do like maybe 10 by 5-foot panels and make them a foot thick?
Yes, I want to. Yes,
just as much wall in between the door and us as possible.
Yeah, because I think that's
That's
reasonable.
all I'm trying
If
to
you
go
can
for,
if you
yeah.
can stretch it out to make it 3 inches thick and make it longer, then I would think that you could double it back on itself if you got that kind of space. Yeah.
So how do I? Why can't I do this? Hold shift. I can't seem to draw this.
Just draw like a line in front of the door.
Do that. I don't know why it won't let me do what I want to do, but ta-da.
All right. Anything else for your turn?
And then I'm going to cast Bonfire.
Okay.
Create a bonfire right underneath the snare trap.
Okay.
Snare.
Interesting.
And I offer a stick.
Now I need to remember that spell because I had never even heard of it before you casted it the other day.
I hadn't either.
I think it's create bonfire. I think that's
Yeah.
Xanathar's.
It's actually Elemental Evils.
You mean that book I refuse to admit exists?
It's a magic bonfire that fills a 5-foot cube.
Mm-hmm.
Any creature in that space, when I cast it, makes a dexterity saving throw or takes fire damage. And then it also makes a saving throw if it moves into the space for the first time or ends its turn there.
Okay, now what was the height again of the snare? They were suspended 3 feet above the ground?
Correct.
Wow, that is truly devious, Laven. Okay, so now I'm going to get a token for a fire. We're gonna put that right there to signify that that square is on fire. Okay, so that UNT is gonna make a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage. He rolls a natural 1.
Perfect. He's going to take 7 fire damage.
Okay.
Then I'm going to sit against the wall.
All right. That brings us to Hagrid. You still cannot see.
You should be able to see the bonfire, though, right?
Oh, yeah. Actually, you can see.
Is there a radius of light from that at all?
Yeah. Let me.
If the spell doesn't say.
No, it doesn't say. So I'm gonna make a reasonable assumption here.
Yeah.
Sort of like a produce flame.
Yeah.
Like a 10-foot.
Yeah. So you can see, and it's kind of dim around the edges there, but you can see the shapes of 2 UNT, one of which seems to be suspended above the air, somehow being moderately roasted.
All right, since that is all I can make out and perceive, I'm going to head in that direction. So I can go to, is it there or there? Yeah, I can go to that.
Yep, that's fine. Yeah.
And I'm gonna save that last spell slot, so I'm gonna do nothing.
Okay. Stand there menacingly.
Yeah, menacingly, as menacingly in the dark as I can be.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Hagrid, you guys hear coming from behind Laven's wall of stone, just a couple like. You hear some curse words, Cassius and Draconic.
Which ones?
Most of them. And then the sliming kind of stops. At this time, the UNT are up.
Literally.
One is anyway.
What do the screams of a burning snake person sound like?
Who says they're screaming?
My imagination. I mean, he's on fire.
Yeah, but these are evil snake people. Maybe they like pain.
Maybe you seem like you would know these things.
But you don't.
Yeah, and I'm trying to find out.
Right, I'm saying they're not screaming, and you're asking for reasons, and I'm telling you maybe that's the reason.
I can see your logic now. Damn it. All right, do I have any cooking oil in my inventory to throw into the fire?
Inventory.
Oh, okay. I need to look something up real quick. Anyway, so the first UNT, he's going to shoot at. Well, actually, sorry. Haggard, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Oh, he's not around. Okay. Okay. The other UNT, the one that's in the snare, you see him change from a person into a snake. Yeah. Okay. So then it's gonna try to get out of the trap.
Let's see how magical traps work on this, because I have no idea how it's gonna play out.
I don't think it's actually. Hagrid, now that you're back, can you make a wisdom saving throw for me? Hagrid, can you hear me? Looks like you got kicked out of the Skype call. Because I can't hear him either.
Yeah. Well, apparently I'm not the only one with instability issues. No, he's in the call.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So he's going to make a dexterity check to try to get out of the snare. And that's going to be, that's a 17.
So 17 is the spell DC.
Yeah, so he is able to get out, and you see him. That's at the end of the turn, right? That they're able to do that. Yeah, at the end of its turns.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So it will still land in the fire.
And he will take 5 more fire damage.
5 fire damage. Okay. Are you able to hear me yet, Haggard? Okay, we'll circle back around to that. Cassius, you're up.
All right. So here's the fun part: is now that we're in dim light or no light, I get an extra 10 feet of move speed.
Okay.
To cancel out the 10 feet I lose from reconstruction. So I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I'll let loose a crossbow bolt at that guy right there with Rite of the Storm.
Okay. Roll to attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, back.
Okay. Can you make a wisdom saving throw then while Cassius rolls his attack?
That's 13 plus 8, adjusted 21.
That will hit.
All right, so that is a D8 plus D, or D8 plus D6 plus 4.
My wisdom saving was a 5.
A 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so that is 8 piercing damage and 3 lightning damage.
Is this a spell that I'm making the save for?
Yes.
And my cloak gives me advantage.
Okay.
That becomes a 14.
14. Okay. Nothing happens then. How much was the damage, Cassius?
8 piercing, 3 lightning.
Okay.
And then I will, while holding on to my rapier, I'll spend the rest of my turn just trying to reload my crossbow, and I know that's not going to be super efficient.
Okay. Does the Rite of the Storm end if you drop the weapon?
Yes, if I let go of the weapon.
Okay. I'm gonna put that 3 damage back on the because the UNT, because you actually dropped your crossbow when you fell off the bridge.
All right, then I did 8 damage.
Okay. Sorry, I completely forgot about that and that was a thing. Okay. Leavin, you're up again.
Okay. How far am I? This is tough when you don't have spells. Range. Okay, I gotta move. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna step up to there and poison spray dude on the left.
Okay.
So Constitution saving throw.
It's probably not good. 6.
That will not pass. That's 9 poison.
All right.
And then I'm going to produce a flame and I'll have to sit on it.
Okay. All right. If that's it for you, then Hagrid, you are up.
All right, I'm going to use my movement to get up to within melee range. And using my Warhammer. Yeah, using my Warhammer. Ow, good God. Does an 11 hit?
No, 11 just barely misses.
All right. For my extra attack, same thing. Oh, for fuck's sake. 11 does not make it again.
All right. Let's see. Hagrid, I need you to make another wisdom saving throw for me.
I have a question about those, actually. Can I double up on the advantage from the cloak and the aura of protection?
What do you mean?
Well, the aura gives me, or the cloak gives me an advantage.
Yes, cloak gives you advantage, and the aura gives you a bonus, right?
Gives me a +4, yeah.
Yeah, those both come into play. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, let me grab some dice that may not be crappy. 18.
Okay, that's fine then. The UNT in front of you then, Hagrid, is going to attack you with his scimitar. That's going to be a 16, which is going to miss. This guy is going to slither out of the fire down the hall and out of sight. And then that brings us to Cassius.
All right. Let's see here. I'll spend my remaining bonus action to complete the reload, because I'm assuming it's going to take more than one bonus action to do so with only one arm.
No, it's just you cannot fire more than once in a round.
Okay.
With that.
I'm going to circle around the corner, firing at this UNT again.
Okay.
18 plus 8, which will be 26.
It hits.
And that will be 9 piercing damage.
Okay.
At that point, I'll just drop my crossbow and come on in. There's 15, 20 feet, and I'm going to lunge with the right of the Storm Rapier.
Okay.
That's another 18 plus 8, so I'm assuming that hits.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad. What's my bonus for this? So that is 13 piercing damage and 3 lightning damage.
Okay. Looking pretty rough.
Yeah, and then at my last 5 feet, I'm going to back away.
Okay. Leovan, you're up.
Okay. I am going to step up here and poison spray him.
Okay. All right. That is going to be a 16, which fails still, right?
Correct. And it will be 7 poison damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to...
You have that produced flame.
Yep, I was trying to decide. I guess I'll just chuck it at him even though I'm right next to him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack with disadvantage.
So that'll be 19.
Still hits.
Okay. Which will be 9 and wait, why did I do 2 of those? Yeah, 7 fire damage.
Okay.
Wait.
Are you
We're
okay?
supposed to roll that. Sorry, I keep forgetting if I'm supposed to roll the second D8, which I am because I'm past that level. So add 3 to that. And I'm good. I'm done.
Okay. How much more was that? Sorry.
3 more because I need to roll 2 D8s.
Yeah. Okay. Haggard, you're up.
Is the I noticed Leovan's flame went out. Is that a mistake or is that because he?
Nope, I threw it at him.
Yeah, he threw
okay.
he threw his produced flame, so his illumination is gone, but the bonfire is still illuminating.
Okay, it is. That's what I want to ask. Is it? Am I close enough to see this creature clearly? I don't
Oh
have-
yeah, it's right
Yeah,
in front of you.
Yeah.
You can certainly smell him.
All right, I will try to melee again. Oh, yes. Wait. So 28, and I'm not even ready for this. Perfect.
Max damage?
20 bludgeoning damage.
Because it is a critical, is there any particular way you would like this man to die? As a reminder, he is a medium build, or he's a medium height, well built man with a hooded cobra for a head.
I would
First
like to swing my warhammer, ring the bell style, hard enough to send his snaky, slithery head out his ass.
Oh, you're gonna try to give him the golem lizard folk treatment, huh?
Yes.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead? I just want you to make a strength check. I want to see how close to his ass you get his head to go.
Oh, fuck. That is a critical fail.
Okay. Well, I mean, it still goes past his shoulders. It just doesn't quite make it to his ass.
You still hear from about 10 feet behind you, ding.
So at this point, you no longer see any enemies in the room. However, you do hear shouts down the hall, like down the staircase. where that one UNT slid it off to.
Question at this point in time for the DM.
Yeah.
As Mr. Pobar is unconscious, can he be considered still taking a long rest?
Oh, he's still resting.
Quite peacefully, actually.
Luckily for him, nothing breaks up his long rest. He's actually on hour 4 because he was asleep for a while before you guys decided to take a rest.
I thought of that and I'm like, wow, okay, I wonder if that's actually a thing or not. Okay. So we hear commotion.
Yes, you guys hear commotion coming from the hallway. Laven, you recognize that to be the undulating snake hallway.
Oh no, they went around. Whose turn is it?
Actually.
Or wait, nobody's. Are we still in that?
We're still actually in combat. Yeah. So Hagrid, was there anything else you wanted to do with your turn, having the information that you have about there being more things in the vicinity?
No, I think I would simply like to use the hallway as a choke point for advancing attack. So I think I'm going to forego my extra.
Okay.
So I do have one question. If there's enough time for me to act before they go around the corner, in my character's mess kit, there's like silverware and all that kind of stuff. Would there be any cooking oil at all? It doesn't specifically say, but I imagine to have cooking utensils, I'd need some sort of cooking supply.
I don't think so.
All right, then never mind. We're good. Let them come.
I guess it's their turn.
Yep.
Although I do have a good idea for next time. We get trapped in a room during a long rest.
Okay. So Hagrid, as your turn ends, you hear shouts, and Cassius, you understand that the language is Draconic. However, with as many voices as there are and the echoing through the chambers, you can't actually understand what they're saying. But you see 6 lizard folk pile around the corner, like kind of bouncing off the walls, crashing into each other. They are bloodthirsty, and they start running up the stairs towards you guys. You see, step back from around the corner, a bloodied, burnt UNT, and let's see here.
How would you rate that UNT steak? Is it like medium well?
It's rare still. He didn't get cooked for that long. It's like when a rare steak, you just slap it on both sides and pull it off, and you're good to go.
Mob steak.
Yeah.
Just as a point of order, there are 7 snake folk, or
what did I say?
Lizard folk. You said 6.
Oh yeah, sorry, I missed the guy who was able to make it around. He was the head of everybody else.
So there are 7 then.
Yes, there are 7. The guy who came around the corner and was able to make it up to you, Hagrid, he's going to stab at you with his javelin, and also try to sort of ram you with his spiked shield. So he's going to make 2 attacks against you. And both of those are going to miss. Lizard folk, not great warriors, apparently. Now, Laven, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom.
And you do have a
+4.
Yeah, you have +4 with Hagrid's or protection.
Nice. Then it's a 27.
Okay. Never mind. All right. Let's see. Laven, would a 15 hit you?
No.
No? Okay. Cassius, you're up.
All right. So if that's the case, You have an interesting idea here. I'm going to step up. Hold up. Step up, step away. And see how he reacts.
He takes a stab at you with his javelin.
Has disadvantage.
Okay. Why does he have disadvantage?
Because my level 10 ability is a blood hunter, and let me pull up the feature so I have it right here. Dark velocity, you gain an extra 30 feet in dim light or darkness of dark vision. You gain plus 10 feet to your speed, and opportunity attacks against you have disadvantage.
Huh. Even though the creature can see in the dark as well?
It's my powers, not theirs.
Well, that's pretty dumb. All right, that's a 12 to hit.
12 does not hit.
Okay.
So now that he's wasted his opportunity strike, if we needed to push forward, we can. And I'm going to come right back up into him, spending 15 feet of my 30 feet of movement. I'm going to put 2, aiming for each of his lizardides. First one will be a 14 plus 8, which is 22.
That'll hit.
Okay. For 14 piercing damage, 2 lightning damage.
Okay.
And the last one will be an 11.
That will miss.
All right. Well, I got his first die, I think.
All right. Leovan, you're up.
Okay. I am going to cast Lightning Bolt at the 4th level.
Well, you still have spell slots, huh?
I have a few. I'm just running low. I'm trying to save them for real things. Okay. So yeah, Lightning Bolt at the 4th level in that straight line in front of me.
Okay.
So all those little buggers are going to have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. Okay, so these are straight rolls for them. All right, so in order. 19. 1. 5. 1. So the first one succeeds.
Yeah, everyone over 17.
That was only one. Everyone else. There was 2 1s and a 5.
Cool. Everyone else is going to take 37 lightning damage.
And he takes half of that?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So that's 13. Okay. You watch as behind the one that you hit, the lightning arcs through, and you invented the X-ray machine.
Ooh, I feel like this is an important development.
As they fall down, you see like lightning kind of like arcing between the spikes on their shields as they like lay there, still slightly energetic. Anything else, Leovan?
Can I use a free action to ask me, hey, will that help us see what's going on with Toni?
Let's try it. Then we're going to poison spray the guy who's sitting right next to us.
Okay. You got a 6, so he fails.
Cool. He will take 7 poison.
Okay. He chokes on it. He did. He died, though. All right. Hagrid, you're up.
All right. I decide not to wait until the approaching horde just comes into the room, so I'm going to move up there and make a melee attack against the guy on the right that survived the lightning.
Okay.
Don't step in the square to your right.
That is a critical fail again. All my dice hate me. Second attack is a 24.
That'll hit.
And he takes 10 bludgeoning.
All right. He is bludgeoned to death.
Excellent. That ends my turn.
All right.
Did the torso go one way and the head go the other?
If you had a camera that took at an incredibly high frame per second, you could probably have seen that. Yeah.
Yes.
He's extra squishy now.
He's gonna clamber on the body of his buddy there. All right. So the two lizard folk are going to each make 2 attacks against you, Hagrid. The first one misses with his javelin, but he's going to hit you with his shield. And that's going to be 5 piercing damage. And the other one, same thing. But he's going to miss with both. This guy is going to step there. And you see something new come around the corner. When I oh, okay, yeah. So you see someone who actually looks human come around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
But
sensing high priestess, guys.
Well, actually, Haggard, you actually don't see her come around the corner because the the bonfire doesn't reach far enough.
That was out of game. Sorry.
That's fine. But Hagrid, why don't you go ahead, make another wisdom saving throw. And Leovan, you as well.
23.
Okay. Wisdom, you said?
Yeah.
19.
Plus 4.
Okay. All right, you guys both succeed on the saving throws. Alrighty. So then, Cassius, it's your turn.
All right. Let's see here. Swagrid has kind of taken the choke point, and there's a fire in the way. Is there any like loose gravel along the ground, like a rock I can pick up?
Go ahead and make a. Actually, no. No, you don't see anything around you, no.
All right, cool. Then I'm gonna just hold my turn in case somebody gets past the bonfire. So I will step right next to Leovan, and if anybody steps into this square, I'm going after him.
Okay. Leovan, you're up.
Okie doke. How do I do? I'm gonna ice knife. Use my last first level.
Okay.
Can I hit this guy, or does it have to be one of the two in front?
No, you can try to hit him.
Okay, I'm gonna try to hit that guy.
Okay.
But you just cooked him.
No,
He's cutting. He's going to check the doneness.
I need to chill him to stop the cooking process. 25 to hit.
That'll hit, even with the cover.
Okay. Then he takes 10. So 4 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then everyone within 5 feet has to make a dex.
Okay. So his dex is a 15, so he fails. The lizard folk on the left, he gets a.
I rolled great for the cold damage.
What's that?
I rolled great for the cold damage.
Oh, okay. Lizard on the left fails. Lizard on the right fails. So everybody failed.
16 cold.
All right. It's pretty good for a first level spell.
It's 2 away from my.
For max?
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Hagrid, you're up then. Unless Leovan, do you have anything else you wanted to do?
That's the first thing I did.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Right? I'm asking.
I think so. I think.
It was.
Then I'm going to produce a flame.
Okay.
And then we can move on.
All right. Hagrid, you are up then.
All right, I'm going to try to melee the lizard folk directly in front of me. 17.
That'll hit.
6 bludgeoning.
That'll kill that one.
For my extra attack, I want to try to. I'm going to move up. No, actually, I'm not. I'm just going to hit the one to the right of the one I just killed.
Okay.
16.
That will hit.
Or 6 more bludgeoning.
That'll kill him. Laven did not leave a lot on the board with that ice knife.
Cool.
All right.
Oh, and since they're dead, can I use my movement to move back?
Yeah.
I want to get back out of the choke there a little bit.
Okay. Close that window then, since there's no more lizard folk left.
Finally, silence.
Let's see here. Hagrid, the snakehead guy, he's gonna shoot 2 arrows at you. He's gonna miss with both of them. Jesus Christ. The lady, she steps up and let's see. How about this time, Cassius? Why don't you make a wisdom saving throw for me?
Okay, let's see how badly I am at this. Oh, +6. Okay, just don't roll a 1.
And +4.
+4.
I rolled a 10, so it's 10 + 6 + 4, so 20.
Yep. Okay. Nothing happens there.
I start to feel the effects. Hagrid sees it, slaps me in the face. I'm all right.
I don't think Hagrid needs any more reason to slap anybody's player characters.
But this slapped me into helping.
Okay. Hagrid, what's your armor class? 21?
Yes.
21. Okay. Somehow, miraculously, you get hit with an arrow. For 2 damage plus 6 poison damage. That was a bit of a miracle. Cassius, you're up.
Okay. When I was away for the last time we played,
Yeah.
where is the bridge on the staircase, or where was the snake bridge that I fell off of?
A little further north.
Yeah.
Okay,
further
so
north.
There's
so
like
my
a circle.
character could get onto this staircase and be okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, fuck it. That's what I'm going to do then. I'm going to go up 5, 10, 15. And then I'm going to put 2 into the rarely cooked snake.
Okay.
I'm going to go subclavian area. I'm going to see if I can find an artery. First attack's natural 2 will miss. Second one is an 18 + 8, probably will hit.
Yes.
That will be 11 piercing damage and 5 lightning damage.
Okay.
And then let's see here. In order to make room for Hagrid to attack, I'll step back. And that'll end my turn.
Okay. I know it's with disadvantage, but he's still going to try to swing at you with the scimitar.
Okay.
So that's a 10 to hit, so it's not going to hit.
Yep.
Good old disadvantage. The other one's a 19, so.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Leovan, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna throw my flame at this gentleman.
Okay.
And 17 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. Uh, 10 fire damage.
Okay.
And then I kind of want to hang back. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna produce a new flame.
Okay. I have to admit, I don't understand your cooking technique. It sounds more like you're tempering metal than actually trying to cook a snake. All right, Hagrid, you're up.
Ooh, snake sword, snake sword.
Yeah, just give me a second. I'm checking into something here.
Okay.
All right. Based on the light from Laven and whatever might be left of the bonfire, I can guess maybe I can see the UNT.
Yeah, you can make out the guy with the snake head.
Probably can't see behind them though. I'm
No.
guessing. Yeah.
Would I be able to move around the bonfire?
I mean, I could get out of your way.
You can also move through caches without a penalty or anything like that.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
You just can't end up in the same square, that's all. Unless it's Toni, because then you can stand between your legs.
Yeah.
Where?
I mean, Cassius has some personal space issues.
All right, so I will move up then
Okay.
and attempt to melee the UNT.
It's probably going to work.
22 to hit
Oh, yeah.
and 8 bludgeoning.
He did.
All right. Do I perceive the person behind him yet then? Or is it still too dark back there?
You would potentially be able to see a shadowy figure.
Pro tip, it's not Toni.
Oh man, this is interesting.
For the sake of assisting you with your decision, you would be able to make an attack against her, but it would be with disadvantage.
Right. Well, seeing as how so far everything in here has decided to try and kill us, I'm going to assume that the shadowy figure will do that same exact thing.
I don't know many shadowy figures that are friends, myself included.
So can I move? I have movement left. Can I move towards
Yeah.
figure? All right. And then my extra attack with I'm going to switch out to the trident.
Okay.
I think that's a dirty 20.
You think?
Well, all my weapon attacks, I don't have anything down for the attack bonus on the trident, but all my weapons are a +8.
Okay. Yeah, that would be the same, yeah.
Okay.
Because it's not a +1 weapon.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, and that'll be 9 piercing.
9 piercing.
Yes.
Okay.
And that
All
ends
right.
my turn.
All right. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Gosh. An 8 and a 9. Blessed me. 13.
13. So you just barely resist the effects of the spell. And then out of the darkness comes a pair of scimitar slashes. First one's
say
going to
something
miss,
else, but that'll work.
and the second one will also miss. So yeah, you see a blade come out from the darkness, and it misses you. All right, Cassius, you're up.
All right. Pretty sure I was able to see Hagrid kind of dip and dive a little bit. So I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try to sit there and put one right through the chest. Let's see one before I do 2. That will be a 16.
16 will hit.
Okay. That will be 11 piercing damage, 1 lightning. A little bit of static discharge.
Yeah.
Her hair stains up a little bit. And then the second one, I just sit there and say, hey, eyes on me. And I attack again. That's a natural 2. Nothing happens.
Okay.
Ah, man, I was so cocky and so dumb.
Laven, you're up.
Alrighty. 5, 10, 20.
Guys, what if this person was the one we're looking for?
Too late.
Yep. We're so good at making friends.
I'm just going to take a swing with my staff.
Okay.
So, 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
And 6 damage.
Okay. All right. Is that it for you, Laven?
Yep, I want to keep the light on.
Okay. Hagrid, you're up.
Right, I see Cassius has jumped in behind her.
Mm-hmm.
Does that give me any advantages?
I mean,
I'm talking mad shit, by the way.
I guess since this is a new campaign and listening back to the old one, I've decided that having flanking only for people who are trained in it was kind of overly restrictive for an optional rule. I'm going to say, yeah, you have advantage. Did you hear me, Hagrid?
Sorry, I was busy trying to get back into the fucking Skype call here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, how's it not me this time?
I don't know.
But how does it always have to be like one of us?
Yeah.
Right, yeah, I don't understand that.
All right. So anyway, I left off with a question that you may or may not have heard. Does that give me any advantage on my attacks?
Yes, you have advantage on your attacks.
And Doctor, you said then...
I was talking mad shit.
Oh. Alrighty. I'm going to attempt to melee again with the trident. 19.
That'll hit.
Alright, I'm going to use my last spell slot to use Divine Smite at the 3rd level.
Okay.
So... 2 more. So that's 5 piercing from the weapon itself.
Mm-hmm.
And 15 radiant.
Oh yeah, she explodes. She explodes in radiant light.
Does it start off like the holy hand grenades from Worms Armageddon?
It's more like you hit. Would you hear with the trident, Hagrid?
Yeah. Yep.
It's like you stab her with the trident, and then when you pull the trident out, there's just like a beam of solid light just shooting out of her, and then it starts to shoot out of all of different cracks that are forming through her body, and then
Metal. That's fucking metal.
All right.
Indiana Jones style.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so that's the end of that battle then. You guys hear no more noises coming from down any corridors.
But you do hear Toni snoring.
I decided to switch to the trident because I knew it was a magic weapon, and anytime you've got some woman in a dungeon around a bunch of snakes, you got to kill that bitch.
Guys, that was a good workout. Okay, back to the corner.
Yeah, I think we should go check on Mr. Pobar, make sure he's okay yet.
All right, do we need the AED?
Sounds like we need it for you.
Sounds like you need some oxygen.
Yeah, just didn't realize how much I needed that extra arm. Next time that I offer to cut off my arm for information, tell me no.
I think I tried.
All right. As you guys return back to your corner and back to Toni, you see him just sweetly, silently sleeping.
How many of his thumbs does he have in his mouth right now?
Surprisingly, none. There's a toe instead.
Oh,
and how is it he has more than 2? Whose thumbs have you been taking?
Well, currently not mine. That's the main reason I wanted to ask.
Okay, so you guys are actually able to complete the rest of your long rest then without any issues.
Before we left the writhing, bloody mass on the floor, did we happen to notice any treasures we might want to take?
It's kind of more the same. Most of them aren't even wearing armor. Like I said, the UNT, they don't wear armor at all. They have daggers they have just typical scimitars and bows. Nothing too crazy. There's really nothing of value, nothing better than anything you guys already have or anything like that.
What about that snake lady?
Like same deal. She's not wearing any armor. And she just had a scimitar and a short bow on her.
Cool.
Did any of the lizard folk have javelins on them?
Yes, they all do.
Then I would like to gather up 5 of them if I could, please.
Sure.
Since I depleted my stores of that weapon.
Do you want 7 of them?
I was given 5 originally. I thought that was maybe all I could hold.
You're pretty big. We do the Mary Poppins bag thing here in this campaign.
Yeah. There's actually, you have hidden javelins anywhere on your body. So if there's ever a point you get into standoff, you can pull one from your boot and throw that.
Basically, if Haggard puts his backpack down too hard, it's like a claymore of javelins.
Alrighty, and then long rest completed, you said?
Yep. Yeah, it takes you guys a little bit of extra time to make up for the time lost, except for you, Leovan. You just need to sleep for a little while. So you're up. You're up first, followed shortly by Toni.
And I never slept.
And then, sorry, Cassius never went to sleep. So yeah, Cassius, you see Leovan wake up. You see Toni wake up. Sometime later, you see Hagrid start stirring. You're not really sure what time it is, but you're awake. And Cassius, you have a point of exhaustion.
All right.
Hi, guys. I had a good nap.
Glad to have you back there, my Goliath brother.
Oh, nice to be back. I needed a good rest. What'd I miss?
Is that all? You kind of almost died.
No. I just took a nap. So what's the plan, gentlemen?
Well, Toni, got a question for you.
Shoot.
That ring that I gave you.
Yep.
How fond of it are you?
Well, it keeps me from dying, so that's nice.
It also keeps us from keeping you from not being able to help us. You not dying is a good thing, obviously. Us having to not be with your services and having to drag your massive frame around might be a little bit of a problem, but if you would like to keep the ring on, then that's what we'll do, and we can maybe try and find some place where we can remove the bad portion of it, if that's even a possible thing. But
I mean, in the short term, we just have to be a little bit more wary of our tactics, because while you were out, we got ambushed, and we really could have used an extra set of hands with dealing with that.
So what you're saying is this ring prevents you from helping me help you help me?
Sure.
If that's what you need to hear.
As Haggard gets really close to taking a point of psychic damage.
I think you've said what we're all thinking right now, Tony. I think.
With that, I would like to attempt to try and pull it off.
No. I think you should stick with what works for you.
Yeah, just smarter tactics, a little bit less.
I just wanted to broach the subject and then see what you thought about it.
And would you be okay if we cut off your finger if need be?
I mean, it's working wonders for me.
So
I haven't died yet.
With me trying to pull the ring off, does it move at all?
So you've actually tried this before, and the same thing happened before happens again. You pull on the ring, and you feel like
you rip ass.
You feel like stabbing pains into your finger, and as blood starts to pour out from underneath the ring, and you actually take 2 points of damage.
All right. With that, I'll pull out a hand axe and just chop my pinky finger off with the ring on it.
Wait,
no.
Not right now. Not right now.
No.
Not right now.
As I see Tony reach for a weapon, I grab whatever. I put myself in the middle of whatever he's attempting to do, and I try to restrain him.
Okay. And
as I'm holding on to him, I tell him this is not what I intended for this conversation to create.
No.
So hang on a second, guys. We need to resolve this. So exactly, Hagrid, how do you attempt to stop Tony from bringing that hand axe down like a meat cleaver?
I attempt to grab his hand around the handle of the axe.
Okay. Hagrid, Tony, I need you both to make strength checks.
Wow. That's only a 7 for me.
I got a 12.
So
11, actually.
Tony, like, you hear him like, ugh, and he tries to pull the ring off. He's like, fuck this shit. And he pulls the hand axe out and goes, ah! And Hagrid, you try to grab his hand. Tony, as he's bringing his hand through, slips through your grip because you're covered in lizard folk blood, and chops his finger off. And there is his finger on the ground, ring still attached, like in Lord of the Rings when they take the ring off of Sauron's hand.
So
Ouch.
We had no idea what the magic was going to do when it got removed from you, and I feel this reinforces the point of let's discuss tactics before we just enact a plan.
I was just saying, can we if we need to?
So hand axe
Tony,
damage is a
what's
D6 plus 3, so I just rolled a 6. That's 9 damage.
Yep. I was gonna give you 9 anyway.
So I feel this is a good learning point.
I pick the ring up, hand it back to Hagrid, and go, you can have this back now.
I want to slowly and confusedly kind of bring his stub finger to my flame to try to cauterize it.
I think we should cauterize his hand, not the finger. That's a done deal.
No, finger issues first.
Where the
nub.
like, the part that is still on his body.
All right, Tony, you take another 4 points of fire damage as the wound is cauterized.
I take the ring back with a just dumbfounded look on my face. I am completely gape-mouthed at the ridiculousness of what Mr. Pobar has just done.
I'm sorry, I only have one hand. This is what it looks like.
The sad thing is I'm not even surprised he did it. I'm more surprised that it succeeded despite attempted restraint.
Not a good time for me to not roll high.
Oh,
I think
my
it was a
Lanta
great
boys.
time.
All right, so basically we've tended to Mr. Pobar's self-inflicted wound, right? He's
Yes.
stabilized.
Good old Tony, 9 fingers Pobar.
It seems like the only people that can hurt us right now is us.
Mm-hmm.
Does he have 3 balls? Oh, I'm sorry, that's 9 toes.
Oh yeah.
Is it weird that I'm considering losing an appendage to join the club?
One of ours grows back. Mine doesn't.
Oh, by the way, Cassius, you are you're just below the elbow now.
Ooh, I got a joint again?
Mm-hmm.
Do we see him just notice this and start going, "Wah!"
Yeah, it's just a little bit below the elbow, Cassius. Like if you really tried, you might be able to hold something small right there. But with as little elbow as there is there, it's basically just the bicipital insertion there.
But I'm still motion exercises all day.
That's right. Yeah, you're still yoked to have a joint. All right. All right. What are you guys doing?
This.
I'm still
Doorway?
staring at Pobar, wondering why.
All right, then Tony, what are you doing? Where are you going?
Did somebody pick up his finger yet?
I handed
Anyway,
it to Hagrid.
Yeah,
Okay.
Hagrid's got the finger and the ring.
I'm doing the Leonardo DiCaprio walk to that one door over there.
I thought it was the one with Quaaludes.
All right, I guess I removed the ring from the appendage and put it back in my pouch.
Yeah, so you were able to once the ring was severed from the body, it stopped trying to hold on to dear life with the finger. So yeah, it's ready for a new host.
I hold the finger out to Tony. Do you want this?
Sure.
I toss it to him. I throw
Tony,
the man's finger back at him.
As you open the door, Tony, you see a short corridor and then another door at the end.
Okay.
Which is actually partially ajar, due to the fight, and you can kind of see into like a room beyond. Can't make much out, but
Well, let's move.
Okie dokie.
all right.
Oh, it disappeared.
As you guys move into this room, you see a dozen cylindrical shafts, 3 feet wide and 7 feet deep, cut into the stone floor here. 2 totems stand here in the room, both in the form of asps rising up with their mouths open. Where is? There is that's it. Oh, okay, I get it now. So there's a doorway immediately to your left as you go in, and another one that is ajar that, based on your understanding of the layout of this place, from what you've seen, leads into that undulating hallway. There's nobody in this room though, but this does look like the room that the lizard folk who were stymied by the wall of stone came through.
So
My vote is getting out of this room as fast as possible.
So I'm thinking north would be the way that they went to wrap back around.
Yeah,
So-
based on your understanding of the layout of this place, that makes
So I
sense.
want to try to crack this door to the south.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll help him by pushing my elbow and my other hand.
Super excited. All right, so you see a long hall, not a long hallway. It's about 30 feet, 40 feet, 40 foot hallway, and you can see in the wall along the western side at the far end. There's like an archway scribed into the wall, but you don't actually like see a door. But there's an archway on the wall. Kind of like again Lord of the Rings when they're in the mines of Moria, you know, and it's just a stone wall, but there's an archway inscribed in it.
Oh, guys, I know what to do here. Hold on. And he just Cassius walks him up into the middle, and he gets his right hand, which is the one that he still has, and he just goes.
He didn't say where the middle of the arch is, but.
Cassius, as you step within about 5 feet of that doorway there, what's your armor class?
Not high enough, I'm guessing. 16.
16. Yeah, no, you get hit by darts that come shooting out of the wall as you step on a pressure plate. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Ugh! Damn it. Constitution saving throw. That is a 12 and a 16 depending on where Hagrid's standing at.
Hagrid is he's too far back. You're not in his aura of protection.
12.
12. Okay, so you take 5 piercing damage and 9 poison damage, and you're paralyzed.
Whoops.
Guys, this kind of sucks. Don't knock on the thing.
So is there anything like written on the wall?
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Don't mind me at all, guys.
20.
20. So you do see the pressure plate. It is currently depressed because of Cassius's paralyzed body on it. The archway, it doesn't say anything on it. There's no writing on it. It is just a well designed or a well engraved archway into the stone. It looks like there's probably some sort of door here, but it may open from the other side only.
Okay. Anybody have any ideas? Because I have one, but I want to see if there's a puzzle here first.
Can't freeze.
Boil down.
Anyone want to help us?
How big are the holes the darts came out of?
Dart size.
Yeah, roughly the size of darts.
What's the size of a dart?
Oh, actually, I'm sorry, guys.
Like a quarter inch.
So Hagrid, you are not in the hallway yet, but I need to roll against Laven. What's your armor class?
17.
17. So you're okay. And Toni, what's yours?
17.
17. You actually get hit as well. So I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
+4. Or no, you said I wasn't in there yet.
Yeah, not yet. At the time this occurred, yeah.
Sorry.
Is it against... Oh, wait, never mind.
It's against poison.
Stupid thing stuck.
It's against darts.
So that is 8 plus 7, so 15.
15. Okay, so you just take 3 piercing damage. That happened at the same time as Cassius getting his damage as well. I did not read correctly.
So it basically lit up the whole room.
Yeah. When Cassius stepped on the pressure plate, it was just like darts along the entire length of the hallway.
I'm gonna take my finger and jam it into one of the dart holes.
Okay.
Oh, that's my neck.
I think he means in the wall, Cassius.
I think that's what he meant too, but
I didn't specify.
It's
No,
true.
we don't speak Tin Man, so I don't understand you.
Okay, so Toni, your finger is in a hole in the wall.
Okay.
Where is the center of this archway?
The center of the archway is right there.
So it's all the way down there.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's on the western part of the wall.
And the pressure plate is on the wall.
The pressure plate is on the floor.
On the floor.
Yeah, the pressure plate. Actually, here. Pressure plate is there.
All right. So, having come into the hallway, I know it may not be my turn yet, but do I notice what's happened?
Yeah, you heard. So like you watched the party. You were just a little bit behind the action as Cassius kind of like just took off down the hall. He's like, "Ooh, an archway!" And then he stepped on a plate, and arrows like darts came out of the wall. Laven somehow managed to not get struck by any of them. Toni got hit, and you see Cassius get hit and just lock up. Miraculously still standing. He wasn't off balance enough when he locked up to fall, but so you do see Cassius currently locked up. Everyone else seems okay.
All right.
Okay.
If we grab Cassius, are we going to cause another barrage, or does it not work that way?
I want to like bend down here and take a look at the plate. And is it is it currently depressed?
Yes.
Okay.
Knock me over.
Do you guys have anything that's maybe Cassius sized? Do I have anything that's heavy?
I would think not. And besides leaving Cassius there.
Yeah, we can. Well, I'm a little bit worried about.
I understand.
How heavy is Cassius?
Cassius, how much do you weigh? You don't have to answer this one paralyzed, by the way. He's looking it up. I saw him change tabs.
170 pounds.
Ooh, okay. That's perfect. That's exactly what I weigh. All right, I want to try to do like a indie with the sand, except with my own body.
Okay.
Trying to switch myself and Cassius.
So you're just going to step onto the plate and grab Cassius and push him.
Try to do it so that it happens at the same time.
I mean, you could just stand on the plate at the same time as him and push him off of it. The
I don't want to
depressed.
do that.
Depressed is depressed.
It was like depressed all the way.
That's kind of the point I was going to make.
Is that what I was? I wasn't sure if you're like it's all the way depressed.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let him try it.
Okay.
I mean, as best you can tell, yeah.
Okay. Well,
No?
then I'm just gonna step on there and
The
push
plate
him.
depresses further and more. No, I'm just kidding.
No, stop.
Round 2.
So yeah, I'm gonna step there and then I'm gonna push him off.
Okay. You hear a as the whatever breath was in Cassius is forced out. At this time, a minute has probably gone by, and your body starts to loosen up on you, Cassius, as you're able to shake off the effects of the paralyzation.
Oh, that sucked.
You don't have enough left arm to do that.
Then mirror it.
He just keeps going to.
And eventually I just nub it off.
Nub it off. Wow. All right, Laven, what are you doing? What are you looking for?
So now that he's out of the way,
Uh-huh.
I want to first check these other walls. Like, is there anything noteworthy on the walls?
Some dart holes.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Does
then I want
one-
to cast.
Yeah, does one dart hole appear more worn than the others?
The one in your neck.
Ooh.
DM take inspiration on that.
That's 2 weeks in a row.
Then I want to cast Pass Wall at the center of the arch.
Pass wall. Is that what you did?
In the rubble tunnel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. The archway now is an archway instead of just a nice pattern on the wall. So let's see what you see inside then. Ooh.
Darts. Lots of darts.
Inside, Laven, you actually see what looks like a prison. Currently empty, but it's a prison.
Who wants to go to prison?
The king goes to jail.
Somebody's got to go to prison, Ben.
Everybody get on the pressure plate.
Okay.
Do.
As I do that, I duck, trying to get underneath as many of the dart holes as possible. I'm not going to make the same mistake twice.
So are you guys just like trying to go through and have the pressure plate release as you're going into the room?
That was my plan, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So
you guys are able to do that. That's not
cross. Okay.
And as the pressure plate releases, nothing happens. Seems like it's depression, not release.
Well, you don't know that.
Hold on. Let's find out.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
and I take my one remaining hand, and I slap the plate, and I immediately back into the room again.
It doesn't seem like it was enough pressure to depress the plate.
Okay, it's a one-time use only, guys. They're out of darts. We're fine.
Yeah. Okay. So you see, you guys are all now in a prison.
Are the cells open or locked?
They are closed but unlocked.
Do any of them look like they would help the true king of the Nords?
What?
No, are any of them Dovahkiin?
There's no one in there. It's an empty jail.
Okay, wonderful.
Is there anything in the cells at all?
No.
Like not even a bed?
I mean, there's straw beds.
Cool. I want to dig through all the straw.
You find a single copper, and it looks like it's been gnawed on.
Totally worth it. Do you guys want to like sleep in jail? Oh wait, no, we're good. Never mind.
Yeah, we just slept.
I just like sleeping.
We'll do some when we get back into Neverwinter or Waterdeep, or someone there. Not everybody's trying to kill us.
Waterwinter.
I don't know why prison was so secret, but let's crack this door.
All right. So as you open that door, Leovan, you see into the hallway. It's a long serpent-like hallway, but you see where you guys are. There's actually a light green light coming from the room to the left as you open the door. It's kind of a flickering light, so it seems like whatever is causing this green light is potentially a flame.
You guys know anything about green fire?
I don't know anything about green.
Do you know anything about brown fire? Like browner than normal.
Do I?
Yeah, go ahead and make an intelligence check. History check.
History check. Ooh, I got +5 to that.
Yeah, I figured.
21.
21. You know that under certain circumstances, the color of flame can be altered by certain chemical compounds being burned within. However, those effects are typically short-lived. This appears to be some sort of arcane type of alteration to the flame.
I don't want to alarm anybody, but I think the next person we're going to meet is going to be magic as fuck.
Everybody got all their spell slots.
Never had them. Don't need them.
All right. I'm going to take a step into this hallway.
And I'm only going to step where Leovan has previously stepped.
Is there anything to the north, or does it just look like it?
Yeah, this long hallway turns to the right.
Ah.
Let's see. And you can see that because of your dark vision, you can see like maybe the outline of a door at the end of the hallway. Hard to tell.
So where's this colorblind unfriendly fire coming from?
From the left.
Yeah, this way.
Oh, you stepped that way, so now I step this way. Oh.
So you guys are able to see a huge chamber featuring stone serpents.
Sorry.
Along the east or along the northern and southern walls, because I forget that when I'm reading things off of here, the map is a different orientation. But along the northern and southern walls, you see giant stone serpents. Their open mouths guttering green flames. Laven and Cassius, as you guys step into that small hallway that leads into the opening of the room, you hear like a guttural hissing voice call out from the shadows in a language you don't understand. Cassius, you recognize this sound from before. After a moment's pause, without a response, you hear the voice call it again, this time in Broken Common. Stop! You are safe here. And you see as people step out of the shadows into the room, you see two of the UNT with the snake-like heads. You see three of the UNT. They look human. They have like some mottled green appearance to skin and scales and things like that. And at the back of the room, you see a UNT abomination, which is a full-on snake person. So this creature is dressed in priestess-like garb, is holding like a ceremonial dagger, has arms, but otherwise like a full snake body, like a naga. Despite her appearance and being surrounded by UNT guards, her body language reads of no ill intent. She addresses you guys again. You come seeking riches. No, let's make a deal.
What are you offering?
Good question.
Let's
not antagonize the people who can kill us.
Where was...
My apologies towards my druidish friend. When he gets nervous, he sometimes stutters.
I do have a bit of a stutter.
She says, this small one is offered riches.
I mean, we came here seeking, what was it, Cassius? Wisdom.
You guys recognize from descriptions you've been given the figure on the plinth at the end of the room is Verum the White. He is a dwarf in purple robes.
Yep. I mean, we were hoping more for a prisoner exchange.
Exchange, yes.
I whisper to Cassius, do we have a prisoner?
We can bullshit our way out of this. We just have him in another location. We get Verum out of this room, and then we fucking run.
That sounds like a plan to me.
We are prepared to give you this man if you leave without any more death.
I'm sorry, I got kicked out of the Skype call.
You're kidding, right?
No, I'm not.
Fuck you.
You don't have to say it in the voice. I'm
not going to do the voice again. She says that she will give you guys Verum alive if you leave without any more death.
I'm a fan of no more death.
I'm a fan of staying alive and a fan of Verum. We need proof that Verum is untainted. Can we speak with him for a little bit? You guys could be in the room.
His soul has been temporarily drawn from his body by our powerful magic.
And where did he put it?
That's a problem, because that's the part of Verum we're most interested in. We're interested in all of it, but that's priority number one.
His soul will return when you have left the Enclave.
How do I know that's actually going to happen?
Make an insight check.
Insight. That is a 14.
14. So you get this feeling that she's not really telling the whole truth. Something's amiss. You look at Verum and you notice that he looks like he's had the living shit kicked out of him. So he's probably just knocked out.
Okay.
He looks like Toni did about 8 hours ago.
Okay. At this point, I will sheathe my weapons, first and foremost. Put my 1.5 arms out. I goes like, look, listen. I understand that your magics are super powerful. I've been on the receiving end of your powerful magics as well. But if you are so powerful, you can undo your spells. We just need to talk to Verum. And then you get what you want. We get what we want.
Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, if that's the case. That's another 20. 10 plus 6 plus 4.
All right. I just got to look really quick at her sheet to see what the saving throw is. Hang on. Sorry. It's taking forever to load. Okay, yeah, you succeed on the spell. So you again feel like that sort of like foreign thought entering your mind, but disappear. She again tries to say, he's yours if you just leave.
Well, let's collect him so we can leave. Let's stop making this more complicated than it have to be.
Take him.
Can you hand him to us? Whoa.
Let's grab it.
All right.
You see Toni just pick up Verum's unconscious corpse, put him under his arm, and he's like, "Okay, where are we going?"
Hold up, Toni. Before we go, let's make sure everything's going the way that we want here. And I will take. Oh, dude, do I not have any potions of healing? I don't. All right. Anybody have any potions of healing or anything that can help heal him?
I think if we do, we can administer them when we're outside.
Just to make sure this is working when we take him with us, though.
Yeah. I mean, if they're trying to plant, I'm getting the feeling they're trying to plant ideas in our minds here. And I would rather know this is actually Verum before we leave this room. Because if they can mess with our minds, they can mess with our vision.
Cassius, make another wisdom saving throw.
21.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Verum.
Okay. You'll have to walk up there though, because it's a touch spell.
Oh, right. I saw Toni running away. I thought you had him.
Oh shoot! I'm sorry. I wasn't close enough to Hagrid at that. 17 instead.
You still succeed.
Cool.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna walk up and cure some wounds.
Okay. Go ahead and cast Cure Wounds then on Verum.
I don't cast this a lot. So it is 12 hit points he gets back.
Okay. You hear his breath kind of like catch in his throat, and he looks around. He says, "Oh my God, who are you people?
Hold on 1 second.
You don't strike me again. No, no."
Hey, you are under our protection. I'm assuming word has gotten around and you know who I am.
I have no idea who any of you are. Please get me out of here. I'll tell you anything you want. Just get me out.
We're getting you out. Just relax. All right. Snakeface, if you try anything, we will slaughter everyone that we come across.
We have suffered enough loss. You will be allowed to leave.
Once again, you've seen what we've done when we're just trying to survive. If you give us a reason, we'll make sure that this entire place comes crumbling down.
How big is this Verum guy? What race is he again?
He's a dwarf, so he's small.
So
Small, medium.
I grab him with my shield hand and hold him to my side behind the shield and start walking away.
Okay. They let you leave.
Hey guys, you know what I just realized? I forgot my crossbow where we rested. Let's make sure we pick that back up.
Well, we're not going back through the jail hallway again.
Does this feel off to anybody else?
It certainly does.
What choice do we have? An attempt to slaughter the UNT abomination? No.
I mean, here's the thing. That's their home court. I'd rather fight in the hallway than fight there.
Okay. That can be arranged.
Yeah, if something's going to happen, it's going to happen. So let's move on.
Is there anything like up on here that is interesting, or is it just a cool platform? Wow.
On the platform itself, nothing really of note.
Okay.
Bear buddy.
Hey, there's my animal companion when Cassius dies and I become a ranger.
Alrighty. I guess down the hall it is.
Yeah, you guys are able to leave. They were being serious when they said, like, if you don't kill anything, like, you're free to go. They have a race to try to maintain. They have suffered incredible losses at your guys' hands.
I'm walking the entire way backwards, by the way.
I'm going to check every single room on the way out.
I just want to pick up my crossbow.
Okay, yeah, you're able to get that, no problem.
Sweet deal. I can hold it with my elbow now.
Which way do you think would be best, guys? Do we go back out through Darius's chamber, or?
Let's see what's in this door.
Guys, I think we're overstaying our welcome here. Let's just go back the same way we came.
Just take 20 on this?
Yeah.
Yep, that works for me.
I'm still cracking this door as we go.
I'm more interested on what Verum can offer us.
I mean, do we have to get like outside of the whole area, Corey, or just outside of the area that are controlled by the lizard folk in UNT?
Verum wants out. Like he wants to get out of here.
Yeah. What are they willing to allow us to do? Is it going to be that exact same thing that he wants?
They want you gone. They want you out of the Serpent Hills. They want nothing else to do with this adventuring party and their murderous tendencies.
Sounds like it's time for us to attack.
No better time to push the aggression than when everybody else wants us gone.
Like they will defend themselves if you do something, but they would rather not suffer any more casualties.
What would we gain? I'm thinking nothing, because we haven't really gotten anything valuable off them anyway. So let's take what we came for.
Mm-hmm.
Let's.
I'm just trying to see if there's a shortcut.
No, an armistice is an armistice. Let's just take it.
So are any of the lizard folk crawling out of that hole that I chucked them in finally?
Oh, no.
All right. Can we just fast track to when we're out?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, let's fast track to when we're out.
Okay. You guys are outside. You guys are again seeing fresh air.
All right. Should we head back to that town um that it seems like it was 6 weeks ago we were last at?
I don't even remember what we were doing.
Well, we could get the information out of Aram of where he put the white dragon mask and all of that before we get to town and have to deal with civilized laws.
Well, we do know the price I paid for my arm is to know where the white dragon mask is. And correct me if I'm wrong, DM, but it seemed like it was not on this continent, and in fact inside a volcano.
Oh, it's on the continent.
But it's inside a volcano?
Where would you keep it?
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's interrogate this fucker for all of the information he has.
He's a person of interest. He's not an interrogation subject.
Well, I mean, it can be an interrogation. It's just not, torture.
We're so great at making friends. Oh, man.
We need information from him. We're asking him interrogatory questions. Is that not an interrogation?
No, it's an interview.
Is interrogatory a word? I like it.
Yes,
if it is.
It is.
You can hear it all on season 19 of Scott VU. All right.
All right, anyone up for a break?
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, we can take a 5-minute break.
Sure.
All right, editor's note, run the ads.
I see we're still waiting on Hagrid.
You.
Tony's there. I'm trying to find something, and I can't.
Helpful.
It's Tiamat. He's looking for Tiamat.
No, I know exactly where that token is.
So what do you have tape on your left hand for, Corey?
Oh, I have a splint on. Because my finger's been bugging me, so I decided to splint it.
Gotcha.
Oh wait, maybe that's where it is. Ooh, okay. Found exactly what I was looking for. So we have everybody back, yeah? We are ready to go?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. So you guys are you are now outside of the tomb of Didarius, back into the ruined village. You have Verum with you. Now I'm going to close this door because Bear's playing with the squeak toy. All right, so what do you guys want to do?
I'm just going to put this.
Let's find out what we can find out from Verum.
Yeah. I call not interviewing him. Mostly because I'm likely going to scare him more than the Yuan Ti did.
I would not be the best choice to interrogate.
Can we pretend that we just interrogated both Cassius and Toni? And that's why they're missing appendages?
If that's going to be your tactic, go for it. I can't tell you what you can and can't do. Actually, I can. I'm the DM, but...
I can't advise this as wise, but you probably are better with people than I am.
That's not very true. So I guess me and Hagrid are asking the questions?
I mean, you might want to help me phrase things in a way that's not so abrasive, but I can certainly give it a try.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to have to, sit there and be inside profile the entire time so he doesn't see my nub.
If I could get some help with what information we were trying to get from him in the first place, that would probably be a good place to start.
Yeah, it's been a while, and I
haven't the slightest idea what we were chasing his ass down for.
Something to do with the mask, I think.
Yeah.
A missing member of the council supposedly had one of the white dragon mask, and we need to try and collect as many as possible to prevent the cult from gathering them and summoning Tiamat.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, Verum speaks to you, Cassius. He says, excuse me, Hunter, I couldn't help but notice on the way out you appear to have been recently maimed. Chance that wouldn't have been the divination pool, would it?
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
Wait, why are we letting you ask the questions?
Because
he asked the question.
He's at least talking to us.
We're just talking.
Questions. He should not be asking questions.
I apologize for stepping out of line, Sir Goliath. I mean no offense. I am your prisoner entirely. Do with me what you will. Anything will be better than what Severin will do to me.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Probably not the questions we want to be asking right now, Laven.
You have information.
I don't know this guy. I was seeing if he was for real.
He's a council member.
If you have information based on the response from Dr. Cassius about the pool, then by all means proceed. If it has nothing to do with it other than your own curiosity, we're going to go a different way.
Well, I was merely hoping to ascertain what it is he learned from the pool itself, if it was any different than what I saw.
Okay, now we're on a good line here. What did you see?
I saw something that will certainly get me in a great deal of trouble with the cult.
Seeing as we're your biggest issue right now and not the cult, why don't you tell us what you saw?
So great at being heroes, guys.
I saw the mask.
Yep.
Though it appears as though it's already in the hands of the cult. And at the Well of Dragons.
And does the Well of Dragons look a lot like a volcano?
It is the caldera of a volcano, yes.
All right, cool. Then yeah, I can verify this.
It is a temple that lies within the caldera of an ancient volcano.
Yep, verified.
And if the cult already has the mask, and that's the same thing you saw, then my fate is sealed.
Go on.
I'm one of the worm speakers of the Cult of the Dragon, and being entrusted with a tool as powerful as the White Dragon Mask, and losing said tool, surely will mean my head.
Go on.
Okay, I'm back.
And
5 times, Jay. I beat you.
That is insane. That is so crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to try something else. Maybe we can try like Google Hangouts instead, maybe.
Go on.
I don't know if it's actual Skype thing. I know there was a new
this
format in
updates.
place.
Yeah, this new format is so unstable.
Okay.
I don't like the new dark one. I don't like that I can't see my contacts, like all of them, to see who's online.
Yep.
But anyway, platform issues aside.
Mm-hmm. Right. So I believe where we left off was his fate was sealed. He's a worm speaker, and then I said, "Go on."
What more do you wish to know? I can offer a great deal of insight. However, I do not wish to just sit here and babble. I'm sorry. I do not. I understand I'm at your mercy, but sitting here rambling on and on, I don't think it's going to get me anywhere with you.
What can you tell us about finding this or getting to where this mask is, this White Dragon mask?
Now, do any of you have a map?
We have a denovation pool.
we all have maps.
If only Kagiri was here.
He knows how to read a map.
All right. Well,
our greatest achievement in Dungeons and Dragons.
For those of you who may know, the Well of Dragons sits in the northeastern part of the Sunset Mountains. It has been the site of the Cult of the Dragon, sort of headquarters for longer than I've been alive.
Can I come back around to this guy said he's in the Cult of the Dragon?
Yes. Yeah, no, I heard that too.
Did we know that?
We've heard of you. He is wearing the Black Dragon mask right now. We know who you are, except for you, Hunter. I don't know who you are. But you're telling us you've been a thorn in our side this long, and you don't even know who we are or what we're doing?
I thought he was supposed to be on the council.
We're mercenaries.
What council? What is this council you speak of, Elf?
Am I the one that's confused about who this guy is?
No, I think I figured out now is Leosin said, "Hey, go get this guy." Leosin then said, "Hey, he knows who the White Dragon mask is." And then we were like, "Oh, I just assume he's friendly because Leosin said go get him."
Of course I know where the Of course I would know where the White Dragon mask is. I am Verum the White, the Worm Speaker, one of 5 for the Cult of the Dragon. Seriously, you people have no idea what you're doing, do you?
You're just figuring that out now?
We just sort of have.
How did you get that
People point
mask?
us in the right direction.
What happened to Rezmir?
Rezmir decided to play a game of cards with us. Actually, I don't know how this one happened, guys.
That was the one in the ice tunnels.
I wasn't there for that. So
we're totally competent. We know exactly.
Let me just tell you, it was a crazy game of poker, and Rezmir lost it all.
Would someone who actually know what happened tell me what happened to Rezmir?
Why would we tell you what happened?
Well, I'm about to tell you
again.
anything you ask. The least you could do is answer my questions, I suppose.
All right, hold on.
The least we could do.
We will answer what questions of yours we want to. The way we got the Black Dragon mask was by killing. If you want that to be your end result, Mr. Speaker of the White Cult bullshit, I suggest you settle down.
See, now look what you did. You angered Swagrid over here.
Formidable as you may be, I have been through an ordeal. I apologize. My temper is thin. My patience as well. Now, Rezmir is a dear friend of mine. The fact that you have that is essentially like me receiving a raven that my friend has just been murdered.
Ta-da!
No, we found it in a box.
Understandable.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing.
We have been tasked and are going to follow through with stopping the cult, halting this dragon activity, whatever it might be, and however we do it is our own business.
Mm-hmm. However, just remember that we are the ones that take the orders and do the thing. Your intelligence towards preserving the realm would be very important. And if I recall here, no matter what, you're kind of boned. We can either give you back to the snake people, or we can let the Cult of the Dragon find you and you pay punishment for not living up to your responsibilities. There's a third option, though. Are you willing to listen to what it is?
I'm at your disposal.
The third option is you come with us to the Council of Waterdeep, and
Done.
you offer this intelligence. And then that informs us what we can do next. And you live in, whatever the council defines as appropriate justice. Once again, I don't know. I just follow orders. But I think that's the best deal you're going to get and the longest life you're going to have.
I assume at the end of the day I'm dead either way.
No, option 3 may have you just life in prison.
Not necessarily. We may find ways to reduce your impact on our efforts without having to resort to killing you.
I mean, we've never enjoyed taking a life, but we have taken lives.
I've seen some of your work.
Yeah, pretty nice, huh?
Sure.
So you don't know anything about this Council of Waterdeep?
No, this is news to me.
Basic government structures is news to you.
There's never been a thing known as the Council of Waterdeep, as far as I've known. There's the Lord's Alliance. They meet from time to time, but that's always a Neverwinter. It's in Waterdeep.
Yeah, you are in for quite a surprise in seeing how our government works.
So are you part of the Lord's Alliance then?
No, I would never be part of those fools.
You haven't infiltrated their group at all as part of the cult?
Me? No, I am one of the highest ranking members of the Cult of the Dragon. Why would I infiltrate? I wish to see Tiamat rise, our queen. That's what this last decade has been about. Amassing enough treasure to see her rise once again, the mother of dragons.
Why?
Because clearly she will bestow power upon those faithful to her, the very servants who have devoted their lives to bringing her from her imprisonment in the Nine Hells.
I got one line of logic to offer you on this one. Whenever you've seen a colored dragon They care about their treasures. How often you'd heard stories about they cared about those who collected those treasures?
Oh, it's a well-known fact that chromatic dragons often keep slaves. They
So-
work hard to keep people alive who pay tithes to them.
So you're sitting here and saying that you're bringing this dragon here and giving up your freedom so that you can become a slave to a dragon.
The mother of all dragons, yes.
But that dragon's currently not here. Do you
No, of
understand?
course not. Do you know anything of Tiamat?
Yes. The reason why I'm asking this is because you sound completely fucked in the head.
I'd just like to point out for a second, out of game, this man is a part of a cult.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, as a person of blind faith, I get that.
We can still think he's crazy, though.
Yeah, see, the holy man in your group, he of course understands paying respects to beings greater than you in return for pittances of power compared to theirs, but pittances and power nonetheless.
But this guy doesn't dick over people and themselves in order to get that power.
Oh, I definitely would. I would very much disagree with you. He has dicked over my cult very hard.
Okay, first off, does anybody really need him conscious right now?
I can fix
yeah.
that.
Really.
We're not done yet.
Okay.
Keep your 1.5 arms to yourself.
Speaking of that,
This
do you
is
want
coming
his
from-
other half of the arm?
I just need to. I'll be fine.
All right, so Verum, what were you in the middle of doing when you were taken by these UNT, and what is the next piece of the plan in the rise of your dragon?
Well, I somehow misplaced the white dragon mask. I'm not sure how. It's a source of great embarrassment for me.
I do not believe you.
Roll an insight check.
Insight. 15.
He seems pretty forthcoming.
Why would you be so careless?
Yeah, you're a worm speaker. You're one of the higher ups. You're the brains behind this operation.
As a dwarf, I'm sure you know we
Love to be picked up. I know.
we heartily enjoy the devil's drink, the firewater, ales.
That's racist.
Yeah.
I without knowing really what happened, I fear I may have misplaced it in a fit of drunken glee. However, I digress.
Colts lets you drink? I thought their drinks were
It's a
related to something
dragon
entirely
cult.
different.
Does anybody have any booze on him?
Traditional methods to track, to divine the location of the mask or failing. And I knew I had heard legends of Didarius's divination pool. Its divination magic being much stronger than anything that most magic users here in the realm can muster. And I decided to trek here to use the divination pool and learn of the location of the mask, which is exactly when those heathenous snake people grabbed me.
Let's objection. They're just snake people. We don't know they're heathenists.
Haggard knows they're heathenists.
Like I said, we don't.
I was not the one to raise protest.
I mean, you saw them, right? They're hideous. They're disgusting. One of them is a snake.
Yeah. Okay, but the problem right now is with you and your cult. They offered us a parlay. You're offering us a line of bullshit.
Let's shave his beard.
Yeah.
What's going to happen to you when the cult finds out you lost the mask?
Oh, Severin will have me killed.
Who's Severin? Do I know this person?
He was.
Severin is the leader of the Cult of Dragons.
Okay.
Severin is the highest up. He is above all of the worm speakers.
There we go.
As a worm speaker, you were tasked with keeping this mask safe. For what reason? Is it your job to use this mask in ritual or something?
The mask allows me to parlay, to borrow a previously mentioned phrase, with white dragons. Help them to understand our cause and to recruit more and more of them to it. The dragon masks themselves, through a very powerful magic ritual, are combined to help bring Tiamat from the Nine Hells.
Do you need all of them?
No.
Well, fuck. That ruins one of our defensive strategies.
So other than this white one that you lost, do you have any knowledge of the whereabouts of the other masks and the worm speakers that are in charge of them?
I know not of the black mask stands right next to you. Not a curiously adorned gnome.
To which I put
Goliath.
to which I put one hand over his shoulder and one elbow on his other shoulder and goes, "No shit. New information, please."
The white mask that the well dragons, as I said. I know not of the blue mask, the green, nor the red. I assume that they're probably not lost like mine was. However, I have heard rumors of the owner of the green dragon mask raising hell in the Misty Forest. I don't know if there's much credence to that or not. I did not bother to look. I was looking for my mask.
All right. I look to the rest of the party and I ask them, all right, what are we going to do with this asshat now?
I think the council needs to interrogate him. Maybe they're better at interviewing than we are. But I see no reason why he has to be conscious for the travels. Plus, I think it'd be good to check in with the Council of Waterdeep and get new orders. Because I think just going straight into the Misty Forest without any knowledge of what our defenses are doing would be a little myopic.
All right. So strategy as to our next move aside, what do we have to do to get this guy to people who can mete out justice to him?
I will walk. You'll find
I guess that answers that question.
I accept my status as your prisoner. Honestly, anything is better than the torturous murder at the hands of Severin. You'll find little.
All right. Super important question here. Make sure you answer it correctly. Tiamat, good thing or bad thing?
Best thing.
God fucking damn it.
But for you now.
Best thing. I am one of Tiamat's loyal servants. You lots are.
Guys, he's a zealot.
Now though, you lost the mask.
A minor blemish in a sterling history of worship to the Mother of Dragons.
Do you think she's gonna care?
I certainly hope so.
You know,
does he have to be conscious for the travels? We're gonna hear this the entire.
I don't know. The only person he seems to have any interest in, Doctor, is you. So therefore, I would assume he's only going to bother you.
Yeah, that's the problem I have. Is he's going to ask me questions.
Because you're you.
Well, maybe it'd be interesting to hear your playful banter on the trip back to wherever it is we're going. I forgot again.
Just tell him you want to try on his arm.
And it only hurt for a second.
Oh my god, my brain is bleeding. All right, let's head back to Water. Yeah, let's find a horse and wagon to take us to Waterdeep.
Okay. So you guys are a couple days into the Serpent Hills region. To take you. Where do you intend to find a horse and wagon? Is what I guess what I'm asking.
That place where we originally got information in the bar. Is there one place where we can rent from there?
you're talking about the camp around Borskir Bridge.
Yeah, where we were 6 weeks ago.
Yeah. Let's see. Where's that at? Yeah, that's just what it's called, Borskir Bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Bolo's tent side inn.
Yep.
Okay.
Unless somebody has a flare that leaves and goes, oh, look, the adventuring party needs to talk to me. I'll go be a raven and talk to them. No? All right. Renting a carriage it is.
All right. So you guys are heading out on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
Once again, not sleeping throughout the journey.
Throughout the journey. Okay.
Can I make a comment to everybody about how it's weird that he doesn't sleep?
You certainly can. How many levels of exhaustion am I at now? 2 or 3?
You'll be at 2 right now.
Okay.
Because you'll get a day of travel in, and then if Laven wants to do some role playing at camp that evening.
Okay. Cool.
Laven, was there anything that you wanted to say about Cassius not sleeping?
So Cassius, I've been noticing you've been awake when I go to sleep, and then you're still awake when I wake up before everybody else. What's going on?
You notice how my arm's been getting healed throughout the last few days, yes?
A little bit.
If I stop concentrating, my arm is just stuck wherever it's at.
Like
so
forever?
I'm trying through means in which I can control, yes. However, if I'm able to convince the cleric, I can get the rest of my arm back, but I'd rather attempt to get this back throughout means I can control.
Okay.
Mostly because I'm kind of a persona non grata in most circles.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right.
So yeah, nobody really owes me enough to fix my arm for me. So, got my deal.
I mean, I guess you do you.
Appreciate it.
I don't know if I can help, but
I mean, unless you guys know a cleric that owes you guys and be willing to deal with a pariah, then yeah, you certainly can help. But
anybody know anybody?
we can come back to that.
Okay.
Another what? How much my arm has grown back?
See, at this point, it's been 2 days,
Mm-hmm.
right? You probably about there.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, at this rate, I'll get everything back in about a week.
And a
Full
week not
function.
sleeping?
It's going to take longer. I'm sorry, what?
In a week of not sleeping, you're gonna be all right.
I mean, I don't fully anticipate getting everything back before I eventually have to sleep. I just want as much of it as I can get back.
Okay.
We'll deal with that when it comes.
Okay. I would like for you guys to establish your marching order for the trip.
No matter what, I'm falling way behind because my speed has been halved twice over.
Okay.
Which way are we going?
You guys are going to be going up on this map.
Yeah, I'm good where I'm at.
Hey guys, you remember this place where Crispin went crazy? All right, I'm there.
Okay.
You're going first?
No, we're heading south.
No, I said you guys are heading up on the map.
Oh, then, bam.
All right. Where do you want Verum at? Is that good?
Wherever the arrows are coming from.
Human shield.
All right.
He's a meat puppet.
So on the third day,
That was 6.
what's that?
That was 6. 6 times I just got.
Yeah.
Are you? Where did we lose you?
Establishing a
Marching order.
marching order. Yeah.
Okay. Are you good where you are in the order?
Um,
You guys are heading up.
we'll be there then.
Okay. Okay. On the second day of travel, as you guys are entering one of the sparse stands of trees along the path, you hear typical sounds of the forest. There's animals making noises, birds calling, and as you guys enter the stand of trees, 2 small metal contraptions land on the road in front of you, and I need everyone to make intelligence saving throws. 2 of them.
2.
Yes, 1 for each of the small metal contraptions.
You said saving throw, correct?
Correct.
Cool, I don't take this at disadvantage yet.
Would it be against magic?
Yes.
Then I have advantage.
11 and 18.
Don't forget to add 4.
15 and 22.
I got 16 on both of them.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. All right. So, let's see here. So as this small metal contraption, it actually winds up sort of like exploding, similar to a grenade. It's a fantasy grenade, and it releases a spell, and you find yourself stunned as you take.
All of us?
Yeah, because all of you failed at least one of them.
Damn.
You take 42 points of psychic damage.
Whoa.
Jesus.
So you guys are stunned. So you're you are incapacitated. You drop whatever you're holding. And you fall prone. You automatically fail strength and dex saving throws. Rolls against you have advantage, and anything that hits you is considered a critical if it's a melee attack.
Wow, DM really did not enjoy us doing what we did.
Okay. As you guys sort of like you grab your heads as this sort of shriek of noise, this scream emits, and the sound pierces your eardrums, like you feel blood on your hands, but you're just covering your head anyway. As the sound starts to go away, you find yourself still stunned, and all of a sudden nets start descending on you from the trees. So there's going to be, let's see. Toni, I need you to make 3 wisdom saving throws.
Okay.
And I need wisdom saving throws from Leovan, Hagrid, and Cassius as well. 2 on Hagrid.
So 1 for me?
Yeah, 1 for you, 1 for Leovan, 2 for Hagrid, 1 for Cassius.
Magic or no?
13, 19.
Yes.
Okay.
Do we get the +4 on that?
Yes, because Hagrid is not unconscious. Just incapacitated.
And it's a saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Toni, what were yours?
Give me a second.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Shouldn't be surprised.
We're gonna die.
Okay.
At least we're all dying together.
So, Cassius, the net falls on you, and you feel a magical effect course through your body, but you're able to resist its effect. Leovan, you only needed to roll 1 of those, Leovan. But your first
I'm sorry. The
your
17
first
was
one,
first. Yeah.
Yes. As the net lands on you, you feel yourself immediately fall asleep. Hagrid, same thing happens to you. The first net, you feel the magic flow through you, and it's fine. The second net lands on you, however, and you feel just sleep hit you, bam, down on the floor. Toni, the first net hits you. You resist the magical effects. The second net hits you, Toni, and you feel heavy chains lash you down to the ground, or like arcane chains lash you down to the ground. And the second net comes over, and you fall down, still in the chains.
Okay.
At that point, let's go ahead and roll initiative, because Cassius did not get affected by the spell.
And I take this one at disadvantage.
Do I have to roll with disadvantage because I'm asleep?
No, you guys are fine.
It'll just be where we go.
Yeah.
Roll a 14 and a 3.
I knew something is up when we passed those gravestones for the 8th time.
Yeah. So what happens? We just walk around in circles for days. Here lies the adventuring party. 1 finger, 1 arm down. And eventually,
Check on that really quick.
all of them.
Okay, do you guys put your initiatives in the chat?
Yep.
Starting with Cassius at a 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because I had to roll at disadvantage.
A lot of numbers in there.
Do you have your timestamps turned on?
Nope. Okay. So Leovan again with a 21. Okay. So turn that on real quick. Pop that down there for me. All right. So Leovan, Toni, Hagrid, your turns go by, unfortunately, without
We're asleep.
without occasion. Yeah, you guys are asleep, and the
I thought I
magic.
wasn't asleep.
What?
I thought I wasn't asleep, just chained down by arcane
You're
chains.
chained down and asleep.
Oh.
And I'm pretending I'm asleep.
Let's see here. I need to do this. So, as your guys' turns go by, you guys are unaware of what's happening because you are asleep. Oops. Okay. Now, silly me. If you are unconscious. Okay. All right. So, as these guys come in, Leovan, this assassin, he grabs onto the net that's holding you and gets ready to pull it. However, used all of his movement. Cassius, this assassin drops down from the tree and makes an attack on you with his short sword.
And what are the modifiers against me right now?
You are...
Because I'm
stunned.
awake. I'm stunned, okay.
Yeah. Which means that these attacks have advantage.
Yes, they do.
So the first one, that's going to be a 22
Hits.
to hit.
It's
All right. So that does 7 piercing damage
okay.
and 24 poison damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm at 16 health. Constitution saving throw. Plus 2. 13.
13, okay. Oh, yeah, so actually that's where the poison damage came from. Sorry, I need to read those better. 13?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then he's going to attack you again, because they have multi-attack. So that's going to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to do 9 piercing damage, and then another Constitution saving throw.
4.
Okay, so you are unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So then 4 assassins are making attacks on Toni. Let's see here. They have advantage. So that's going to be a 22 to hit you, Toni.
Yep.
Which hits for 9 piercing damage. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Okay. 26.
26. Okay, you take 12 poison damage.
Okay. So
Second attack on you has a critical. So that's going to be 15 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then another Constitution saving throw.
That's gonna be a 9.
9. So then that's 48 poison damage.
I'm out.
Okay. The second assassin reaches down and rips off the black dragon mask.
Okie dokie.
And you hear him shout, "I've got it! I've got it!" At that point, the assassin back in the tree snaps his fingers. All of the assassins, or the assassins who haven't moved yet, going to him. And then they're going to hold their actions. Cassius, you are up, so I need you to make a death saving throw for me.
7 failure.
Okay. Over the next turn, the rest of the assassins run off into these trees here. You see the one that was in the trees. I guess you guys, but the one in the trees pulls out a scroll, and he claps his hands twice, and you guys feel the spell end on you. So Leovan, Hagrid, you guys are no longer asleep. And the assassin calls out. He says, "The dragons rise. You cannot stop us." Severin sends his warmest regards. And one of the other assassins pulls a small object out of his cloak. And all the assassins disappear.
Where's Verum through all this?
He was knocked out by the scream and one of the nets.
Interesting. They didn't want to kill him. I can't say any of this. I'm unconscious.
As the assassins go away, overhead you hear a roar of a dragon. And you see a blue dragon fly off overhead to the east.
Well, that sucked.
So they're all like gone.
Yeah, they're all gone.
Okay. Are those metal things still there?
Yes.
I want to pick them up.
Okay. You guys do you do see as you look around and take stock that Cassius is currently bleeding out.
Oh.
Sorry, I should have said that first.
I didn't know it was that bad. Sorry. Then I'm going to go over to Cassius and cut off his other arm. Cure Wounds is what would help, yes?
Yeah.
Let's cast Cure Wounds then.
I'm going to stabilize him while Laven's doing that.
Okay. Go ahead and make a medicine check.
You get full 13.
13.
Cassius, take 15 points of hit points.
What happened?
You almost got us killed.
What else is new?
Toni, sorry, is also dying. I forgot. He doesn't have the ring on anymore.
Everybody's dying. Let's cure his wounds.
I completely forgot that Toni didn't have the ring anymore.
He gets 8.
Okay. Toni, you come to as well.
All right. First thing I'm gonna do then is start kicking the shit out of Aaron.
Okay. He's got his hands up in defense, but he's essentially just taking it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna keep kicking the shit out of him.
Do you kill him, or what is your end point there?
Just make him feel pain.
We need the information, boys.
How did this happen?
Basically, it's gonna be a Tarantino kick the shit out of him till he's knocked out.
Let's also realize we advertised that we had the Black Dragon mask for at least a few weeks.
Oh, who told him to put it on?
I mean, when we sat around, we were like, oh, hey, I got the Black Dragon mask, and they're magical enough to summon a dragon. I'm pretty sure they're magical enough to spy on us.
So we should have stored it somewhere.
I'd also like to point out that Toni threw away the proof against detect magic amulet.
What?
Which could have stopped them from being
Why
able
did
to
you throw
spy
it
on
away?
you guys.
Long time ago, in the temple.
Oh man.
So, yeah, that fucking blew. Can I ask one question, though, guys? And Verum, pipe in if you know the answer. They had us dead to rights. Why didn't they just finish the job? They did 90% of it.
They don't think we're threatening?
I mean, we killed one of their worm speakers. We have another one caught. In fact, that worm speaker is apparently marked for death. Nothing here is adding up. Verum, any thoughts?
It seems to me they were after the mask.
But like we stole it, so if we're capable of stealing it, why not just kill us when they have us basically dead?
Severin clearly believes that he will be able to bring the 5 masks together and
and we're gonna kill him first.
Right, yeah, exactly. He'd be able to bring the masks together and summon Tiamat before you lot have a chance to do anything.
So where is this jackwagon that I need to go beat the living shit out of to get my shit back?
The Caldera.
The Well of Dragons.
Where's that?
Yeah.
As I stated before, it's the northeastern parts of the Sunset Mountain Range.
If I may interject, Tony, first we need to tend to our wounds. And this may speed up the trek into the Misty Forest or what have you, and trying to reclaim another dragon mask. I think it's too late for us to get the black one, but if we can get another, well, then we still hold a card in the deck.
Agreed.
So, Verum, now this becomes a sticky situation because we no longer have the time to deliver you to the council. So the council either has to meet us somewhere or your road ends here.
Do you have any way of reaching this council? Get them to meet us here?
Do you?
No, I do not. No.
He didn't know they existed.
He better figure one out really fast.
There is a grave open over there.
Yep. We can add another ghost.
I mean, there's a part of me that wonders which one of us got caught. And Verum, you certainly are an option here as to showing them where the Black Dragon mask was. And that may be why you're still alive. So answer this question honestly if you want any chance of making it off this road still drawing breath. Did you actually lose the White Dragon mask?
I did. I wouldn't have been in that godforsaken tomb if I hadn't.
Do I believe him?
Make an insight check.
I do think before we kill anybody, we should probably consult the one who has morals.
With disadvantage, I got a 22.
Okay, yeah, he seems very forthcoming.
God fucking damn it. I really wish you were lying to me. Because then it would have been so much easier to kill you.
Do we need this guy for anything now?
He still has information that can help the council at least prepare defenses.
How much time would it actually take us if we were going to deliver him to the council so that he could be of use? Because, I mean, he could end here, or we could do what's going to possibly help us in the future.
What if we tie him up and I conjure an animal to take him to the council?
Do you think that'll work?
I mean, if we don't want to deal with him, and if we don't have time to make it all the way back.
I mean,
we don't know that.
That's what I'm asking.
I mean, I'm still going to need a few days.
Leovan, why don't you make an intelligence check for me?
Okay. 15.
15. So you know that with the 4 of you launching an assault against the stronghold of the cult, probably not going to go so hot. You know that the council has been working to amass allies to help defeat the cult of dragons. If they don't know that you're going off to the Well of Dragons, there will be no help.
Okay.
So what is it? Council first and then Misty Forest, or
Yeah,
if we need someone to split the party, let's send me to Waterdeep and I can deliver him and give me time to recover.
There's no point in the rest
Yeah.
of us sitting out here doing nothing. We all need to go back, or none of us go back, and none of us going back is not even an option.
Okay.
So we are going back to Waterdeep.
It's decided. Huzzah.
Alrighty, to Waterdeep we go.
Okay. The rest of the trip to Waterdeep is uneventful.
Oh, thank God.
Cassius, over the course of so it takes another day for you guys. It's actually going to take another 2 days for you guys to get to Borskir Bridge, because you need to take time right now to be able to make yourselves travel ready. So it's going to take.
I hate to say it, but I'm not going to be able to stay awake any longer. Especially, I'm assuming also when I went unconscious, that would have broken the effects of the mutagen.
I actually don't know. Does it?
It says after a short or long rest, so it seems like it's based off of my ability to control it. So I'm assuming that it would make sense to say that I broke my concentration on it.
I think,
because otherwise I could just immediately get up if I get to 0 hit points, and I'll never have to make a death saving throw.
That's a good point.
So I would assume that it's no longer active.
I will have to ruminate on that a little bit.
Okay.
So it takes 2 more days for you guys to get to Waterdeep, or not Waterdeep, Borskir Bridge, where you're able to secure horse and carriage, speed things up a little bit, and arrive at Waterdeep. Let's see. Yeah, that would be maybe another 2 days with horses along the tradeway, I think, to get to Waterdeep from where you are.
Over the course of the trip, I want to see if I can try to understand how those crazy hand grenades worked.
Sure. Go ahead and make an Arcana check for me.
Arcana.
Sets it off, we all die.
16.
16. So you're able to determine from sort of the arcane imprint left on the device from the spell that it was containing. The device was merely means of containing and releasing a very high level spell. You do remember that the Cult of the Dragon has red wizards of Thay working with them, and that they were you learned from I believe you learned from paperwork at Castle Neratar that the red wizards of Thay were very important to the cult in their plans of bringing Tiamat back.
Okay.
So it appears as though they managed to have these devices.
So that's something then it's possible for someone else to be able to make like a spell grenade that someone who's not a spellcaster could use. Is kind of what I'm learning.
Yes.
Okay.
So you guys arrive in Waterdeep about 4 days after the roadside attack. We're actually going to end the session there. I know this one wasn't quite as long as we usually do. However, I need to prepare a council session. Also, we are going to have somebody who is going to be guest spotting. So I need to get that sorted out. And then also you guys leveled up from finishing Tomb of Daedarius and Scatal, which was the name of the UNT habitat in there. And since you're in Waterdeep, it's an opportunity for you guys to purchase things that you may want. I know, Toni, you had mentioned something about wanting like a Dragon Slayer sword.
Yep.
Stuff like that. Guys, just like text me throughout the week. We'll talk about it. Because if we don't do it, if we don't do it out of game, it's just not going to happen.
Okay.
Especially since we're going to have a big role playing part at the beginning of next session with the council meeting. I think that adding in the role playing aspect of a shopping trip is just unnecessary.
Yeah. Ooh, I get a new Crimson Right.
But yeah, so you still streaming, Mike?
Yep, I'm ending it right. Meow.